Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Today is Tuesday, July 5th. I moved to Tuesday night tonight because of the 4th of July last night. I kind of figured everybody'd be busy with fireworks and family. So we moved to Tuesday. However, we're having storms here in the Midwest in Illinois. Northern Illinois. We've had a tornado warning that ended about 6:30. We have severe thunderstorm warnings going on until 8 o'clock. So we just lost internet, so fingers crossed that we don't lose it again. So I see we have a couple coming on. Pop on and say hi. Let me know that you're here. I'm going to get my laptop up here so that I can watch for comments. Hi, Roseanne. Thanks for joining. All right, let's get over here. All right. Yep, Sharon says she's got storm warnings there too. So fingers crossed. I'm going to go kind of fast tonight so that hopefully we can get it in and not drop internet. So everything's back up and running. Hopefully everybody had a great 4th of July. We, as I said last week, we went camping with family. So all together at any given moment, I think we had a couple hours that we had like 18 of us there. It was a real sporadic weekend, but it was good to be able to be with everybody, and weather was okay. We got home before the storms hit yesterday, or before they hit too hard. Rained a little bit, and then it stormed again last night. Hopefully, there we go. Okay, we popped out for a second and back in again, so let me know that you're here. Hi, Jackie. Thanks for joining. Okay, so tonight, Sale-a-Bration started on Friday. So I decided that I wanted to kind of share a product from there along with some things from the holiday mini catalog. So tonight we're going to use the Rings of Love designer paper, but I forgot, before we get to there, don't forget to share, tag friends for them to watch. Char Miller, and Char, I hope that's right, shared with Pam last week, kind of tagged her, Pam watched. So hopefully Pam's joining us also. But anything you can do to help me grow. We are getting more and more viewers, and I love that. So keep sharing, keep commenting. Like I said, tag people so that they can watch the fun too. So the giveaway this week is the Fun Flowers resin shapes. I have been doing using a ton of these. They are this year's in colors. So you have, well, no, it's not. I guess it's just a combination of flowers. And then there's some orange and yellow ones up here too. So the winner of this one is Char, who shared with Pam last week. Okay, and Pam watched and loved what we did. So thank you, Char, and I will be getting these out in the mail to you. Also, June ended, and so our June card sketch challenge ended. I went through the cards last night, looked at, one of the things that I look at for the winner is the number of comments, likes, hearts, all that fun stuff that are on there. In other words, how much interaction, how much did everybody else like? I put my 2 cents in there too, but when you see cards that you like, give them some love because everybody likes a little bit, right? The winner was Gail. So Gail, you have a $25 gift certificate coming. I'll be placing an order on Thursday. If you know what you want, I can get it and then I can get it to you. So I will be posting, hopefully by the end of the weekend, I will post out the July challenge so that you can get started on that. And I think that's it for now. Let's go ahead, turn down, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, hang on a second. All right, let's put you down. Let's turn this down. Looks like we've got Linda and Roseanne and Annie and Sharon. All right, coming back up, so close your eyes a second. All right, let's get the wire out of the way. Get my chair where I can deal with it. My paper straight. Okay, we have a new host code now for July also. So this is the new host code, PTCHJRCW. Okay, so let's start with the Rings of Love designer paper, okay? I kind of showed you this last week, but I kind of wanted to do a little reminder. This side has the birds. This side has just kind of the fun. To me, this is like a wintry scene. Some little snowflakes and things. We have the fun little houses in all different colors. And then the leaves and acorns. The opposite side is just kind of a fun background. And then there are 3 other different prints. This coordinates with the Ringed with Nature bundle out of the holiday catalog. So again, here is the stamp set. There's some of the rings of wood, a 2-piece house, some flowers. I saw this as gumdrops. It's also, they go on top of the stems for mushrooms, or turn them upside down and put the cap on and you have acorns. Hi, Nikki. Thanks for joining. And then we've got some greetings. Thinking of you. Get well soon. Just for you. Merry Christmas. Love and warmth and happy anniversary. So an awesome stamp set that kind of covers even for greetings and just little backgrounds. But then there's this really cool wood, rings of wood embossing folder. And then the die set that will also cut out the rings. One of the pieces of paper in the designer paper are these rings. So then you can cut those out. This is a hybrid embossing folder. So it opens up. Now let's see if I can get it the right way. It goes this way. No, it doesn't. It comes down here and it goes this way. Okay. And so it fits right in there so that it will emboss and cut out these rings this size. And then these are all smaller ones, along with a bunch of leaves and other fun things. So this is an amazing bundle, but the designer paper is a Sale-a-Bration item. You can only get this with a $50 order during July and August. So decided that because it's kind of a little bit different in prints, that we were going to do something with it tonight. Okay, so we're going to set that off to the side. On the first card, I am also using, let's see, what is it called? Snowflake 12 by 12 Specialty Vellum. Okay, it has this really cool, and it's raised up like white velvet. To me, it looks like snowflakes. And then it's also got a sheet of actual snowflakes, again in kind of that white embossed raised. Is it the same? Nope, it looks like maybe it's a different print of the same. And then there's vellum with silver dots, and more silver snowflakes. Okay, so really fun package of paper. We're going to use that on the first card. So let's find the first card. All right, so I started with my card base. I got to keep those out of the way so you can't see them. All right, so my card base is 5.5 by, oh, and this doesn't have measurements on it. I believe it is by 7 1/4. 5.5 by 7 1/4, and it's scored at 4 1/4. Okay, so there's my card base. Then I have a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside. I have a piece of soft sea foam that is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. That's going to go right there. Okay, then I used the bird designer paper, except I used the snowflake side of it. And it is 2 5/8 by 5 1/8. So it's going to go right on there. So let's go ahead and adhere this. We don't want to adhere that white one yet on the inside. Okay. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for joining. All right. Oops. So we're sticking that onto there. And then we're going to go ahead and stick this one onto here. Okay. All right, and then I have a piece that is 1.5 by 4 inches, and it's scored at 1 inch. Okay, we're going to put adhesive on this 1 inch side. And this time I'm doing this a little, we've done this card before, I'm just doing it a little bit different than what I usually do. Okay, I'm going to take that white one out, and again, I put adhesive on the part that folds under, and I'm going to adhere it right even with the edge of this card. And I'm kind of centering it. Okay, so it's over the top. Now, my white one can go on the inside. And of course, I'm out of adhesive. Hi, Helen. Thanks for jumping on. All right, let's see. We're going to replace that quick. Helen Shar was the winner of this week's drawing for sharing and tagging Pam so that she could watch also. Okay, so this is going to go right over the top of that tab. So we are just centering that in there. Okay. All right. Now I have 2 pieces that are 3 by 3. Okay. And so we're kind of going to center it there. And then we're going to put adhesive on this to go over the top of that. Okay. So we don't want to come clear over to the edge. We want to keep our adhesive over to the right side. Okay, again, let's get that laid in there where we want it. And then fold that over it. And of course, I'm not keeping up with, okay, there we were. Okay, and so then this is going to go right on top of that. Okay, so it's all sealed in there, nice. Okay, then I took a piece of basic white, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. That's going to go on here. But then remember I said I was going to use that white kind of velvety snowflakey. That's going to also get glued right onto that basic white so that we have a snowflake look. Okay. I don't want to put adhesive all the way around all of it because the adhesive can show. Usually it's not too bad. All right, so our edges will line up all the same. All right, see, you can't see that unless you really, really look. All right, so then we're going to adhere that onto the Night of Navy. And then I took this piece of designer paper with the houses and I cut out a house, and it's fussy cut. And then I cut out a second house right from the paper. Okay, there's no stamping on that part of it at all. Now I'm going to use dimensionals to attach those. Stamp set, the Ringed with Love, and I used the Thinking of You. Okay, I stamped that, and then oh, you know what? I'm missing one piece. There it is. Okay, so I fussy cut around Thinking of You to get this. And then the of you, I just snipped real close around it. Okay? And I should have grabbed my glue. So let's get that. Okay. The thinking I want up on dimensionals. So we're going to cut just some little pieces here. I see some hearts out of the corner of my eye. Thank you so much. All right, let's shove on a couple of little pieces of dimensional. And these really are tiny little pieces. Okay, take the backings off those. Makes this paper look a whole lot different, doesn't it, Roseanne? I wasn't real sure about the paper until I started to play with it like this, and it was like, oh, check that out. All right, there's thinking. And then of you, we're just going to put down flat. So we just want a little bit of glue on there. And we're going to just tuck that right over here. Okay, so how's that? But we have some snowflakes here, but we don't have any here. So I cut a piece of the white snowflake, and we're going to put that down right there. Okay? All right, so I'm going to put adhesive across the top and bottom, and then one side on the inside here. Fabulous. But you know me, I don't really like that like rough edge, so I cut a piece that's 1/4 of an inch of Night of Navy. We're just going to put that right over there, and I should have done it before I glued the white down, but we'll get that. Hi, Luann. Nancy, I hope you had something good for dinner. I'm not sure. We have pork steaks out for dinner, but I'm not sure we're going to get to grill those out. Those may have to be pan fried this time. Okay, and we're just going to go right over the edge of the vellum. And then, oops, I pushed it down too far. Oh well, it'll be okay. And then I'm just going to snip that off. Get that out of the way. Okay. And check that out. How cute is that? Now, we already have thinking of you, so I don't think any of the other words really for the inside. Then you could just write your greeting. We could put another one on the inside. Oh, and you know what else I wanted to do? Here's another new product, adhesive backed stars, which to me are kind of snowflakes, right? And they're kind of iridescent, so they should pick up. They're a little bigger than I thought they were, but that's okay. All right, look at that. Oh, let's put one down here, and then let's add one more down there. Okay? So how cute is that? Oh, yay! Helen might even get this paper. Yay! That's a win in my books. Okay, so there's the first one. But then I wanted to show you, because this paper really is kind of seasonal, there's some red and greens for Christmas. We just did one that's kind of a winter. It can also work great for Christmas. Okay, so we're kind of doing the same fold, but a little different. Sorry, I dropped some pieces. Okay, so this time we have our piece that's 5.5 by 8.5. It's scored at 4 1/4, and then I cut the right section off at 2 1/4. Okay, so I cut out a 2 1/4 by 4 1/4 piece. Set that to the side. I didn't use that for this card. Okay, again, I have a basic white for the inside. And then I have a piece of soft suede that is 3 inches by 4 inches. That's going to go right there. And then I used the fall paper, so that side. And again, not thrilled with this, but I know I can do some things with this. But this side I think is really pretty. So that can go right on there. Okay. Last time we used a piece that was 1.5 inches. This time it is 2.5 inches by 5.5 inches, scored at 1 inch. So it can again go right along that edge. Okay, so let's start that far. So let's get this on. And then we're going to put this onto this. Trying to keep up with comments as my computer's being a little wonky. Okay, then again, on this folded section, we're going to add our adhesive. This time it lifts up here instead of opening here, okay? So again, we're going to fold that under with the adhesive here, and we're just going to stick that onto the side. And then we can put this on the inside. Okay, so this gives us a really cool, I mean, we really get to see the paper instead of just, it's covered here, but then you go, whoa, there's the paper, and there's your message. Okay, all right, so I need to score that one a little tighter. Okay, then I took a piece of soft suede that is 2¼ by 4¼ and I used the timber embossing folder so that I had like a wood look on it. I didn't use the Ring of Love or Ring of Nature embossing folder because I didn't want just little circles of on this one. I wanted the whole thing to look like a tree. Okay, so that's going to go right onto here. Then I pulled out another new stamp set, and I love this. Love, love, love. Fond of Autumn. It's got a fun image here. It's got acorn leaves, a little flower, sunflower, and again, it's got lots of greetings, a fun little banner, and of course, there is matching dies. Okay, now check this out. I'm going to take a scrap or piece of basic white, and I'm going to take my Memento ink and that big stamp set or that big stamp. Okay, I'm going to ink it up. And then I'm just going to stamp it down. Linda, I did think of you as I was doing this because this one is, what is it? Another stamping friend says the bomb diggity. And this one definitely is. Okay? So beautiful, kind of big. And as I was getting ready to do my card, I'm like, well, that's not really going to fit. And if I do that, it's going to cover up all that designer paper. Okay? Pull in the die set. All right, and I haven't used it all, but you have a die that cuts out the whole image, okay, all at one time. Then there's another one that will emboss and give you the shape. I haven't played with that one yet, okay, but then you have this one that you put on there, and it cuts out 4 different sections. Oh, and I left some of the other ones over there. All right, 2 seconds. Check out that amazing die. Okay. So I get the flowers that I can use the flowers by themselves. I get the little twigs over on the side that I can use by themselves. You can overlap them a little bit with a greeting. Okay. And I get the leaves and acorns by themselves. Okay. Love this. So then I used my Stampin' Blend and I colored that in. Okay. But then I might as well do it while that's out. There's separate dies for acorns, leaves, and the flowers. So you can cut those out separate also, and the banner die. Okay. So like I said, this one is, as Dawn says, the bomb diggity. All right. So that's what I did is I cut this out. Okay. We're going to use dimensionals. I also stamped a couple more acorns and I stamped 4 more leaves and colored those in also. Okay. Helen, it makes a huge difference. This was one of the stamp sets that it caught my eye in the catalog. I didn't order it the first time, but it caught my eye on my second order. And so I had to get it. And this is the first I've pulled it out and it's like, oh my goodness. All right. So of course we are going to pop this up on dimensionals. And I want to make sure that I get all of the areas up in the air. Okay. And then I'm just going to, and I'm going to put it over here to the right-hand side. Then one of the stamps in there is just a note. So I did 3/8 of an inch and then just a scrap, and then I just trimmed it off close to the greeting. I am going to put this one down flat, but again, I'm going to use my green glue. And I'm going to put that right up here, down just a little bit. And you like all the dimensionals I use? Yeah. I saw another demonstrator. I saw a video of hers, and she put me to shame with the number of them that she used. Okay. Now I'm going to do a little playing with some of the extra pieces because I didn't know for sure what I was going to do with them, but I knew I needed to fill a little bit of space. You know what? I think that's going to do. And I'm going to put the 2 leaves down flat. Helen, I think it's a combination of dimensionals and seal. I go through a lot of both. And I've got a dimensional back in there. There we go. All right. And then the acorn I'm going to pop up. And I don't think I can get a whole one on there. And now what did I just do with it? Oh, it came clear over here. No saggy bits. Linda, I thought you said no saggy butts, and that is right. We want to keep everything up nice and high. Okay, then here, and I glued that down. We're going to have our message over here. So why not throw a couple of leaves, and can I get that in there? If I put it flat, I can. Should we do that? Give me your opinion. Should we put those down there in the bottom, or should I put them all flat and kind of surprise when they open up that there's a little more decoration in there? What do you think? Give me some comments on that. Okay, I'm going to clean up my little dimensional bits while I'm watching for comments. Do I want to leave these whites here? On the bottom, Linda says. Helen says surprise. Okay. Then at the bottom, you know what? How about, oops, I already have them out. How about a combination of both? How about that at the bottom, oops, and then let's glue these down here. And let's just do a pop of surprise when they open the card. I might want that a little bit more. And this acorn is also going to go flat so that our center is not bulging. We don't like bulging centers. Okay. And then let's get our blends out. And I'm using dark sweet sorbet. Oh, let's see. Let's do a red one here. And on these little leaves, I didn't do any trying to, what am I trying to say? Trying to get the double colors. Way to go, Annie. And then we'll give this one the yellow, and we're going real dark with that one. There you go. Check that out. Okay, so let's push that stuff out of the way. Let's bring this one in. And what do you say if this is our card sketch challenge for July? Is a fun fold card. As you can tell, you can do it either direction, up and down. You can do narrow, you can do wide, you could put circles, you could turn this and make it into a diamond shape, okay? It can be as simple as this, or it can be a little trickier like this, but make sure I see the inside of it also, okay? So I will get kind of dimensions and just a sketch put together, and this will be the July sketch, okay? So everybody stay safe with the storms. Go back through your Sale-a-Bration and holiday catalog. Again, it is the Fond of Autumn bundle, the Ringed with Nature bundle. There is the host code, okay? And you never know. I may throw in a couple of little surprises throughout the next couple of days on those who place orders, okay? So everybody have a great week. As I said, stay cool, stay safe with these crazy storms, and I will see you next Monday, the 11th. Bye-bye.